what really stood out was everyone's comment about personalization, and I really liked that it wasn't some kind of cookie cutter, this is what we're doing for your wedding DJ. Very important. I spoke with actually one of my good friends who got married a couple of years ago, and she said that they met with someone else first, and that's who they thought was going to be their DJ, and then on their wedding day it wasn't their DJ, and they weren't happy exactly as happy as with the person who they initially met. So it was really important to us that we might meet the person who would be there on that day for us.
For us, it was all about the customer service, the way that Stefan was so familiar and he was so present, and he offered such a dedicated and personalized service that we felt like we were almost friends or family, and that relationship developed as we went along the process of preparing our wedding. And I think for me anyways, that was something that was very important, and it made me feel very comfortable. And
yeah, we were very happy with our decision. It was like we walked in and I just felt like comfortable. Like I didn't have to be stressed. Like it was like, oh, I have so many other things to worry about. Oh, this is, yes, okay. It kind of ticked off everything that I needed it to tick off. It was perfect. Most of our vendors, we had to run after them, and so you said you would send us this last week, so can you send it to me? Whereas Stefan was always up front, actually even more ahead than we were, just checking in to make sure that we were taking care of everything that we had to take care of for him. So it was really nice to have someone who was so on the ball when there are so many little things to worry about. I knew that it would be taken care of.
the homework was a lot of fun, and I won't lie, I didn't do much of it because my wife did most of it. But no, it helped us to actually think in our, well, from my point of view, it helped me think of the reasons why I picked the people that I picked to be in my bridal party, and some of like very interesting moments that you lived with your families. And it was a nice experience, but at the same time, it felt a lot more personalized on the wedding day. It was very like, I could feel myself talking through Stefan, which was great.
I thought the homework was great. I really thought that it was that like one step above of like, this is going to be as personalized and about you as it can possibly be. And that was kind of, for us, a theme of our wedding. We spent a lot of time on little personal details, and I liked that even with the MC services that would continue, that even though we couldn't really control that part of the evening, or that our personalization and ourselves would kind of still come through. It was nice to have someone who was nice, organized, and everything. It was like a timeline, and I knew that, okay, 2 months before this was going to happen, and 2 months before that's what happened. And so it was really nice. And it was nice to sit through, and even like the songs for each individual person coming in, like we got to sit down and decide, and exactly this is what they wanted, and it all just kind of flowed.
I think I will repeat what I said on the wedding day, but I think that was probably one of the best decisions we made for our wedding day. For me, the MC and DJ is something that's one of the most important parts of your wedding, because it keeps the flow going and it keeps all of your friends and family entertained. And when they're entertained, they stay longer, and the party's just bigger when there's more people. And I think for us, it was something that was very important to us. And Uptown Xpress delivered over and above what we were expecting, even with all the preparation that they had done ahead of time.
Yeah, especially for the game, which I wasn't totally convinced about before the day, but I'm like, no, we want something to help like make the day flow, and people that I would have never imagined getting on the dance floor were on the dance floor, and we have some of my favorite pictures from the evening are during the dance-off, so that was really, really fantastic. I really liked the part because I had people come up to me afterwards and tell me, people I've known forever who I would have thought would have known most of our story, who came up to me like, I didn't know that about you, that Stefan had mentioned right before our first dance. So I just thought that it kind of gave it something more than just announcing that our first dance was going to happen, and it just kind of flowed nicely into the next event that was going to happen. And the same thing, I know my sister came up to me afterwards and was like, Stefan stole all these parts from my speech. And I'm like, no, Stefan didn't steal it. That was me. She's like, okay. Everyone seemed to have a good time, no matter whether they were 5 years old or 85 years old. We were very, very happy with our decision. So. Thank you for everything.